Hey, we were talking to Isaac last night about his defense and how he's a different defender this year compared to the guy that came into the NBA. And he said one of the things that helps him is knowing that you're back there and Evan's back there. But I want to flip it on you. I'm curious how it helps you guys back there, knowing that you have somebody like a perimeter.
The last part of the question cut off.
Knowing that you have somebody like help you guys at the back end.
It helps us actually quite a bit. You know, you have us 3 7-footers out there, especially protecting the rim, and then you have Isaac on the perimeter. It's hard getting by Isaac. He's gonna make you work to get to the rim, and by the time they get down to shoot a layup or a contested jump shot, it's like I'm tired of working. And as funny as it sounds, that's the truth.
Jarrett, he obviously came in with a defensive reputation, but how have you seen him evolve to become a better defender throughout his time in the NBA?
He's not as timid as he was. Even coming into the league last year, rookie, still trying to find out how to make his way into the league, knowing what calls he can get away with, and what he can't. But now he's playing hard every possession, tough. You know, he's not shy to go get a foul.
And whether it was the third quarter the other night against Oklahoma City or the fourth quarter yesterday against Brooklyn, when you guys have somebody like Darius who is capable of controlling the game the way that he is, just what does that do for your guys' mentality as a group?
It's, you know, you can't put it into words. Once Ricky went down, we asked a lot of group of guys to step up, and Darius has done a great job taking on that role. And one of the things was, like you said, putting us in the position to win, especially on the offense, you know, getting us in the right places. He's done a great job in that. And you can just tell how we play on the offensive end. The game is flowing easier for us when he's controlling it like that.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Let's go to Kelsey.
Kelsey Russo, The Athletic. Hey, Jarrett, how are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. Kind of to start off, what stood out to you, though, about last night's game against Brooklyn, about how you guys, just how you got to the win and showed who you guys were?
We didn't back down. It was a tough game, back and forth. They were making shots. Kyrie was being Kyrie as we know him. James Harden, amazing at drawing fouls. You know, whether we believe it's a foul or not, he does a great job at getting to the free throw line. But we didn't let that deter us from going for the rest of the game and playing hard defense.
And then actually going off of Chris' question about Isaac, since coming back from his elbow injury, how have you seen him just like reacclimate and get back to who he was before even the elbow and the COVID, his time in protocols?
He's done a great job on both of those, coming from COVID and then coming from the elbow injury. It's like he hasn't missed a beat. It feels like he hasn't missed a beat when he's come back. Honestly, he's one of the hardest workers in here. I'm seeing him after practice, getting shots up, working on his handle. It's just a testament from where he started this year, you know, where teams were backing off of him, and now he's a threat in the corners.
Thank you.
No problem.
Anything else?
I got one.
Go ahead, Rafa.
Hey, Jared, Rafa Hernandez Brito, Cap Spanish Radio. I wanted to ask you something, you being the science guy and the numbers guy, regarding the All-Star voting. Is there something that you would change to it? Would you like to see the players maybe have a say in who goes to the All-Star game? Or maybe, you know, in the case of Kyrie Irving, who had played 4 games so far, is in the ballot. Nothing against Theo Drew. I mean, he is who he is. But is there something that you would like or you would change to the voting for the All-Star game?
It's a tough call. I truly do believe that fans deserve a say in the All-Star game. That's just how it is. The fans make the NBA who it is. So I think they deserve a certain level of responsibility in the vote, whether we agree with having Kyrie in there or not having all these other names in there. And then I do think the players also deserve a vote, because that's our coworkers. That's who we're playing against every day, who see the defense sees the offense and knows more of what's going on the court.
Who should vote for right now in our team?
If you're asking that, you're not watching.
Yeah.
Darius Garland all the way.
Thanks, man. My vote for you too, okay?
Appreciate that.
Take care, man.
Let's go back to Chris.
Jared, how often do you look at the All-Star returns?
When they come out, I look at them. It's hard not to. Yeah, I'm curious what people are saying about me. I'm being honest. I didn't know I was going to get as many votes as I'm getting now. So it's like, oh, wow, it's kind of cool.
And then going back to something that you said about Isaac, with him becoming more of a threat offensively, what kind of ceiling does that create for you guys as a group on that end of the floor?
Ooh. It's tough to put words on how much our ceiling can grow, because I don't think a lot of us are at our full potential. And speaking of Isaac, he still has a lot of room where he can grow. We've seen his offensive game blossom over the past couple of weeks, especially from the beginning of the year. He's kind of getting to that April form that we saw Isaac in last year. So, I mean, if he's coming together like that, Laurie's shots getting back to normal, Evans being the rookie of the year prospect that we know he can be. I mean, Darius is already doing amazing, and we still know he can do better. Just all this coming together, it's pretty amazing.
Anything else?
Actually, I have a follow-up to that.
Go ahead, Kelsey.
Jared, building off of that though, and JB has talked about how you guys are not a finished product and, you're still building and everything, but how exciting is it then that you guys are playing the way that you guys are consistently, you're matching up against teams and beating teams that are, high in the standings. Like, how exciting is that, knowing that you guys still believe there's room to grow and get better?
It's truly exciting, mainly because it's not like, oh, we're beating one good team here, then we're getting blown out the next game. It's not like this is a fluke, as I would say at this point. We're going in, we're playing teams like the Nets last night. I know they didn't have Kevin, but we're still playing those teams at a high level, and it's no moral victories for us. It's not like we're getting blown out. I don't want to say that and get blown out the next game. It's not like we're losing games where we should be winning.
Thank you.
No problem.